today's workout is going to be 20-10 times 4 rounds. We'll have 4 different stations we're going to go through. So you're going to be 4 rounds at each station. You give yourself about a minute, maybe 2 minutes at the most, rest before you rotate to the next spot. But you're going to be doing 4 rounds at each one. So our first station, we're going to have skaters, Russian twist, lateral line or cone jumps, and heel touches. Again, you do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds of rest. The next exercise, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. You really want to push yourself during this 20 seconds of exercise in that. Once you've done your 4 rounds of that station, you're going to go to the next one. And we have squat jumps, reverse crunch, burpees, and seated tucks for that station. Then we're going to go to station 3. It'll be switch lunges, bicycle sit-ups, deck squats, and wood choppers. And the last station will be a rotational lunge, mountain climbers, surfboards, and shoulder taps. So I'll go through all of those exercises with you. Very limited equipment that you would need, so maybe a kettlebell or a dumbbell, a medicine ball. For a couple of them, that's about all you would need. Pretty much everything you can do with this body weight for this workout. So I'll go through the first station exercises first, starting off with our skaters. Skaters, it's just a big jump going side to side. You want to keep as much weight as you can on that front leg. So you start off on one side, jump to the other side. Just going back and forth. Bring those arms across the body to help give yourself a nice big jump. If you can, keep that back foot either off the ground or just slightly touching the toe for a little bit of stabilization between your jumps. So again, just jumping back and forth, big jumps for your skaters for 20 seconds. Next one is going to be Russian twist. This one, if you have weight, you can use it, but you can be in a seated position. Holding that kettlebell, dumbbell, medicine ball, whatever you have. Feet off the ground, side to side, touching the weight to the ground, or just taking your fingers and touching your fingers to the ground. Try to keep the legs together, feet off the ground. If you need to bring the heels down, that's fine, but try to keep them up. Next one we have is a lateral line jump or cone jump. So if you have something you can jump over, like a cone or a hurdle, lay a towel down on the ground, something you can jump over, use it, feet stay together, you're just going to hop over and back, side to side. Give your hands a little bit of a rotation as you jump. That'll help with your bounce. Stand the toes. Try to keep the legs as straight as you can. If you have a higher obstacle to jump over, you might need to tuck the knees a little bit. Bring the knees up forward. Try not to bring the heel up to the butt when you jump. Think about more forward, driving with the knees as you jump. If you don't have anything to jump over, find a line on the ground and side to side over a line on the ground, which is as well. Last one for this section is heel touches. So you're going to be on your back, feet flat. The farther out your feet are, the harder it is, the longer you're going to have to reach. Shoulders slightly off the ground, core is engaged. You're just going to reach the side, touching the heel, side to side. Again, closer your feet are to the butt, the less you have to reach, easier it is. Farther away, farther you have to reach, makes it a little bit harder. Again, 20 on, 10 off, 4 rounds, each of those 4. Next station, we have squat jumps. If you can't jump, you can do a Hindu squat, which is basically mimicking the jump motion. So you're going to come down into a squat, you're going to bring the hands back, as you come up, rotate those hands up and forward, and extend the hips. You can do it flat foot, or you can come up onto the toes, mimicking that jump motion. Otherwise, if you're doing an actual squat jump, don't worry about how high you jump, but think about squatting deep, hands loaded back, so drive those hands back towards the hips, and as you jump, up and extend the hips. So get that full hip extension at the top of your jump. Drive with the arms. up and forward, land soft, hands come back loaded, ready to do your next jump. Then we have a reverse crunch. Again, on your back. Hands to your side and help kind of brace yourself a little bit. Try to keep your legs straight. All the way up, heels to the ceiling. Then shoot those hips up off the ground. Then legs back down. If you can't do it with straight legs, bring the knees in, straighten the legs out, bring the knees in, straighten the legs out, and you can modify it that way. Next one for the station is burpees. Burpees, come down to a squat, hands to the ground, jump or step the feet back. If you want a push-up, you can push up down at the bottom. Jump or step the feet back in, arms up, you can drag that jump at the top. Last one for this section is seated tuck. Hands on the ground, makes it a little bit easier. You're going to have the hands just behind the hips. You're going to bring the knees into the chest, then extend the legs out straight. Hands off the ground makes it a little bit harder. Lay those shoulders back. As you extend the legs in, makes it a little bit harder. Those are 4 exercises from the second section, second station. So again, 20, 10, getting as many reps as you can for those 20 seconds. Third one, we have switch lunges. So you're going to be in a lunge position. You're going to jump and switch the feet. Bring those hands up, similar to like if you were running, so opposite hand with opposite leg. Try to jump to switch. If you can't jump to switch, you can always just step back, step forward, alternating sides. Next one we have is bicycle sit-ups. On your back, opposite elbow comes opposite knee. So bring the hands up by the head, and just going to bring those elbows to the knees. Opposite leg goes straight. Get a little bit of rotation so shoulders are off the ground. Rotating through the core. Then we have the deck squat. A couple ways we do the deck squat. First one is you're just going to roll back on your back. So squat down. Roll your back. Roll all the way up. Come to standing. If you need a little bit of assistance, roll on your back. Hands to the side. Give yourself a tiny bit of a push up to standing. A couple other options. You can cross your legs. This one isn't the greatest, but it'll help you get up. Rolling on your back as you come up. Cross your legs and come up to standing. If you need to, you can go side to side as well. So you're going to roll on your back. You're leaning to the side, and you're going to push yourself up with the hand. Next time, lean to the other side, and push yourself up with that outside hand. If you want to make it a little bit more dynamic, add a jump to the top, rolling on your back, come up, into a jump, back into your roll. We have deck squats. Then we have wood choppers. So this one, again, ideally you're going to want to grab some kind of a weight, kettlebell, dumbbell, medicine ball, some household object that's a little bit heavy. Start with a weight up by your shoulder. You're going to rotate down towards opposite hip. Pivot through that back leg, through the hip, and you're going to come all the way back up. So for this one, you want to do both sides. So you might do 10 seconds one side, 10 seconds the other side, or you can switch one way, bring it up to the opposite shoulder, back to the other direction. And it's going to go back and forth. But you want to make sure you're hitting both sides on the wood choppers. Next one we have is a rotational lunge. Again, with this one, you want to have some weight for this one. It's just the first exercise in our station number 4. So you're going to start off on one knee, and I'll do it without weight first. Start off on one knee. Hands over to one side. You're going to come out of your lunge. Standing, bring that back knee up. Hands come outside of that leg. Then you're going to come back down. So up, knee, rotate from outside of one leg to outside of the other leg. Again, hand on one side, come up and rotate towards that opposite knee with your kettlebell, dumbbell, medicine ball, whatever other object you might have. So you do one side, one round, then again, other side, the other round, or you can switch after 10 seconds, but you start the same way. Opposite hand, outside of the leg. As you come up, bring that opposite knee up, and rotate your weight across the body to the outside of the thigh on that other side. So again, if you can't do it with weight, that's fine. Just do that motion, moving the hands across the body. So that one, like I said, you want to hit both sides. So you might do the first round on one side, second round on the other. We're doing 4 rounds, so you'll hit each side twice. Next one we have is mountain climbers. Mountain climbers down in the plank position. Then you're going to bring those knees up to the chest, alternating legs, or you can bring them across the body towards opposite elbow. So forward or across the body, mountain climbers. Next one we have is surfboards. So you're going to come down to a squat. You're going to touch the ground. You're going to jump and you're going to turn. You're going to touch the ground, jump and turn back the other way. So you're going to touch, turn. Again, if you can't jump, squat and touch. Step, step into that turn. Trying to come down, squat and touch the ground. And last one for this one, shoulder tabs. Again, plank position. If you need to, step the feet a little bit wider so you're not shifting your weight side to side. You want to stabilize. One hand up, touch the shoulder. Other hand up, touch the shoulder. So you want to think about going as fast as you can. Again, try not to shift from side to side as you bring that hand off the ground. So if that means stepping your feet out a little bit wider, giving yourself a more wide base, that's fine. So those are the 4 different stations. Skaters, Russian twist, lateral line or cone jumps, heel touch for the first one, squat jump, reverse crunch, burpees, seated tucks for the second, third one, switch lunges, bicycle sit-ups, deck squat, wood choppers, and 4th station will be the rotational lunge, mountain climbers, surfboards, and shoulder tap. All right, let's have a great workout. Let me know how it goes in the comment section. Share with your friends. All right, let's go.